How we doing, everybody? It's Anthony from Pounded Sports, and we're going to do a preview on the Nationals-Rockies matchup for tonight, as requested by you guys. Now, completely honest with you guys, it's probably one of the worst games on the board, but we'll break it down a little bit. Promo tonight, 4-0 best bets here at Pounded Sports, or you will receive a free week of all plays. If any of those 4 games lose, you will get a free week. We do have a 10-unit bomb. We are crushing it on bombs for the year tonight. We are 56-42 in 10-unit bombs for the year. You're going to want to jump on this one. This one is a big one. 10-unit bomb. So 4-0 or free week. Best bets. All right. PoundedSports.com, Daily Pass. Get it. Now, let's get to this preview. Nationals come in probably one of the worst teams in Major League Baseball right now. First, the Rockies. And the Rockies don't have Chris Bryant. That is a huge, huge blow for the Rockies, as their lineup is very limited. I mean, they got a good lineup, but nothing great, nothing spectacular, nothing where if they're behind, it's going to be, they can definitely get back into it. It's not one of those lineups. The Nationals, the same thing. They're down by 3-4 runs, put a fork in them, they're done. Total's 10.5. Now, it's going to be cold, somewhat cold, 50, 55 degrees in Colorado with the wind blowing in from center field about 8 miles an hour. So there's not really going to be much home runs to center field unless you hit it around the corners. There's a possibility, but I don't really know anybody on either team that can do that besides Juan Soto, as Nelson Cruz is questionable for tonight. Lineups are not out yet. I hate waiting for the lineups. So that's going to be a big thing. But if he's out, I mean, you can lean the Rockies. But let's get into it. Washington, 9-16 on the year. 11-12-2 on the over-under. On the road, they're 6-5. At home, they're 3-11. So they're much better on the road. Just happen to be that way. The Rockies, 13-10 on the year. Don't know how they're 13-10 because they have been injured, playing rough. I mean, bad patches. They're 12-11 on the over-under record, 4-5 on the road, 9-5 at home. Always has been a good home team, no matter how bad they have been. They're always a good home team. Patrick Corbin is on the mound for the Nationals, who's been an actual gas can. 0-4 with an 8.69 ERA, and guy is absolute garbage. He's the automatic fade when you see him pitch. Versus Austin Gomer, 1-2 with a 3.86. Not bad, especially for playing in Colorado. It's a pretty decent ERA. Let's get into it. Rockies, believe it or not, have the 7th ranked offense, as the Nationals have the 15th ranked offense, and both defenses are absolute crap. Rockies 28th, Nationals 27th. So defensively, they both suck. Like I said, Nelson Cruz is questionable for tonight. Very curious if he plays tonight. They're going to need that bat. They got a couple injuries, mostly in the pitching end. But believe it or not, their bullpen has been one of the best bullpens in the league. Top 10 in bullpen ERA. And week prior, they were number 2 best off bullpen in the majors, believe it or not, for the Nationals. Surprising. So like I said, Chris Bryant is out. That is a big blow because he's the big bat. Now it's going to go to some trends, and we're going to see why. Over is 4-0 in the Nationals' last 4. Over is 4-0 in the Nationals' last 4 games as an underdog. They're always an underdog, so it's basically the same thing. Over is 4-0 in the Nationals' last 4 on grass. That's whatever. Over is 5-0 in Nationals' last 5 versus National League West. Over is 4-0 in Nationals' last 4 versus a team with a winning record. A lot of hitting, bad pitching. Colorado, over is 4-0 in the last 4 after allowing 5 runs or more in the previous game. Over is 4-0 in the Rockies' last 4 games following a loss. Over is 4-0 in Rockies' last 4 Wednesday games. Over is 5-0 in Rockies' last 5 when their opponent scores 5 or more runs in the previous game. Over says, but with the weather conditions worries me. With the substitutions that the managers are going to have in the lineups worries me. There's just no way I can lay the Nationals minus 143. There's just no value in that game. Team total for the Rockies is probably 5.5. If anything, Rockies -1/2 first 5 you might want to take. I can't touch the 10.5. Like I said, with the weather, the lineups are going to be weaker today based on substitutions, backup catchers, some utility players. This is a really, really hard game to cap, to bet on. But my biggest recommendation is don't bet on this game. There's no value. There's no way you can touch the Nationals at +133. There's no way you can touch the Nationals team total. There's no way you can touch the Nationals anything. And I don't feel comfortable taking the Rockies. So honestly, guys, stay away from this game. Stay away from this game and stay away from this game. That's my tip. Good luck, guys.